I watched a video the other day and I found it kind of endearing. It was Dr. Mcdougall, and he was talking about caffeine, and he said how he knew people like to get high off of caffeine. And I thought that was kind of old-fashioned, and oh, how sweet. That's what he thinks. Can you spell karma? Yeah, so I have a funny story to tell you. So if you followed me for a while, you know my son has moved out, moved back in, moved out, moved back in a couple of times. No judgment. I did the same to my mother when I was young and older. And she did the same thing to my grandmother when she was young and older. And it's just what you do. You know, when you're a parent, your child needs you. Come and stay with us till you get back on your feet. No problem. So son moves back in. Mom and dad have given up coffee. And all we had was this little tiny 2-cup coffee maker for guests when they came over. And, you know, a little bit of flavored, you know, hazelnut and vanilla and, you know, all those girly flavors, you know, not manly. So son moves back in. He brings his own mega coffee maker. And he starts drinking it, and that's fine. And for a while, and I'll put that in another story, he had to switch to decaf. Okay. So he was drinking decaf, and I thought, you know, there's no harm in it. I know decaf will raise your cholesterol, but if I just have a little once in a while, it shouldn't really hurt my cholesterol. I mean, I'm not eating any foods with cholesterol in them, right? So once in a while, I'd go grab a cup of coffee from his coffee maker when he made it. One day, I didn't know it, but he made half caffeine, half regular, or half caffeine, half decaf, okay? So it had half the amount of regular coffee. Now, if you have followed me and you've watched my other video about giving up coffee, you know I listed in the description box the statistics that tea has a lot less caffeine than coffee. And I'm not going to look it up for you again. I'll link that video in case you're interested in watching that, and you can see all those statistics that I looked up for you before. Okay, so hubby and I drink tea. He's British. I'm British wannabe. And we drink tea, and we didn't have a problem with it. So anyway, one day I grabbed a cup of coffee from son's coffee he'd made, and about an hour later my heart was pounding and I was jittery, and I thought my blood pressure's gone through the roof, and I went and took my blood pressure, and sure enough it was up, and I've really prided myself on being off my blood pressure meds, and oh my God, I thought I was having a stroke. And then come to find out, it was half calf, and I didn't know it. And yeah, so you've heard of Montezuma's revenge. That was Dr. Mcdougall's revenge, I think, on me for snickering at him for saying that we get high from our coffee. Yeah, I was high, guys, and it was only half calf. So be careful who you snicker at.